Welcome, dear seekers, to an expansive journey of spiritual exploration and cosmic discovery. Today, we embark on a profound adventure, delving into the rich significance of perihelion and aphelion, two pivotal moments in Earth's celestial dance around the Sun. As we venture into the mysteries of our planet's orbit, we'll uncover how these astronomical events serve as powerful mirrors to the ebbs and flows of our own spiritual journeys, offering us valuable insights into the nature of growth, transformation, and enlightenment. The cosmic dance, Earth's elliptical orbit. To truly appreciate the spiritual metaphors embedded in Earth's journey around the Sun, we must first understand the celestial mechanics at play. Our planet orbits the Sun not in a perfect circle, but in an elliptical path. This elliptical orbit brings Earth closest to the Sun at one point, known as perihelion, and farthest away at another, called aphelion. This cosmic dance is not merely an astronomical phenomenon, it is a grand celestial ballet that holds profound spiritual significance. Just as the Earth's orbit is influenced by the gravitational forces of the Sun, our own lives are shaped by the unseen forces of the universe, guiding us towards our highest potential and ultimate destiny. The moment of perihelion occurs approximately 2 weeks after the December solstice. At this time, our planet bathes in the Sun's warmth and light, drawing near to its life-giving energy. Conversely, aphelion takes place around early July, when Earth reaches its greatest distance from the Sun in its yearly journey. These astronomical events, far from being mere scientific curiosities, offer us a rich tapestry of symbolism and metaphor to explore our own spiritual paths. Perihelion, the warmth of divine connection. As Earth draws closest to the Sun at perihelion, we are invited to contemplate the moments in our spiritual journey when we feel most connected to the divine source. This celestial event symbolizes a time of inner warmth, deep reflection, and spiritual renewal. Imagine, if you will, the Sun as a metaphor for the divine presence in our lives, the source of all light, warmth, and life-giving energy. Just as the Earth draws near to the Sun, we too are called to draw closer to our inner light, to the divine spark that resides within each of us. It's a sacred time to embrace the warmth of love, compassion, and understanding, allowing it to illuminate our path and guide our steps. In this moment of cosmic closeness, we're reminded of the importance of self-reflection and introspection. Perihelion invites us to slow down, to quiet the incessant chatter of our minds, and to listen attentively to the whispers of our heart. It's an opportunity to reconnect with our deepest desires, to rekindle the flames of our passions, and to reignite our sense of purpose and direction in life. As we bask in the radiance of the Sun, we're encouraged to let go of the old patterns, beliefs, and behaviors that no longer serve us. Like the Earth shaking off the cold grip of winter, we too can release the burdens that weigh us down, surrendering to the present moment and opening ourselves to the infinite wisdom of the universe. Perihelion is a powerful time for rebirth and renewal. It offers us a chance to start anew, to set meaningful intentions, and to manifest our deepest dreams and aspirations. As we align ourselves with these celestial rhythms, we tap into the creative power of the universe, channeling its boundless energy into our lives. It's a time to dream big, to envision a brighter future, not just for ourselves, but for all of humanity, and to take bold, decisive steps towards making that vision a reality. During this phase, we might find ourselves naturally drawn to practices that nurture our inner light. Meditation, prayer, journaling, or engaging in acts of kindness and service can help us cultivate and strengthen our connection to the divine. We might feel a surge of inspiration, creativity, and spiritual insight, as if the veils between the physical and spiritual realms have thinned, allowing us to perceive deeper truths and universal wisdom. Aphelion, the call to spiritual exploration. As Earth continues its celestial journey, it eventually reaches Aphelion, the point farthest from the Sun. This moment, occurring around early July, symbolizes a time of expansion, growth, and spiritual exploration. Just as the Earth is at its greatest distance from the Sun, we too are called to venture forth, to explore new horizons, and to push beyond the boundaries of our comfort zones. Aphelion represents a time of spiritual stretching, a chance to test our limits and to discover new facets of our being. It's an invitation to embark on a journey of self-discovery, to explore the unknown territories of our consciousness, and to uncover hidden talents and abilities that lie dormant within us. As we metaphorically reach for the stars, we're able to tap into the infinite potential of the universe, allowing ourselves to grow, to evolve, and to transcend our perceived limitations. In this sacred moment of cosmic distance, we're encouraged to embrace the unknown, to take calculated risks, and to trust in the grand plan of the universe. As we surrender to the flow of life, we're able to tap into the cosmic currents, allowing ourselves to be carried forward on the tides of change and transformation. During Aphelion, we might feel called to explore new spiritual practices, philosophies, or traditions. It's a time to broaden our perspectives, to challenge our existing beliefs, and to seek out diverse sources of wisdom and knowledge. We might feel drawn to travel, both physically and metaphorically, venturing into unfamiliar territories and exposing ourselves to new experiences and ways of thinking. This phase of our spiritual journey teaches us valuable lessons about independence, self-reliance, and trust in our own inner guidance. As we move farther from the metaphorical warmth of the sun, we learn to cultivate our own inner light, to trust in our own wisdom, and to find strength and resilience in the face of challenges. The eternal dance, balancing closeness and distance. The elliptical orbit of Earth, which subtly changes shape over millennia due to various gravitational influences, mirrors the ebb and flow of our spiritual journeys. Our paths are not perfect circles, but dynamic ellipses, filled with moments of profound closeness and apparent distance, each holding its own unique significance and offering its own lessons. This cosmic dance, influenced by forces beyond our comprehension, teaches us about the delicate balance between connection and introspection, between immersion in the divine presence and exploration of our own inner landscapes. It reminds us that our spiritual growth is not a linear progression, but a cyclical journey, one that requires both the warmth of connection and the cool stillness of contemplation. Imagine the sun as a symbol of the divine, the eternal source of life and energy that sustains all creation. Perihelion, the point in Earth's orbit where it is closest to the sun, can be seen as our soul's deepest longing to be near this divine presence, to bask in the warmth of spiritual connection and union. At this point, we often feel an intense closeness to the divine, experiencing moments of profound clarity, inspiration, and understanding that seem to come from beyond ourselves. However, our journey also inevitably takes us to Aphelion, the point where Earth is farthest from the sun. This represents the soul's venture into the depths of self-discovery and individual growth. At Aphelion, we might feel a sense of distance from the divine, experiencing what some mystics have called the dark night of the soul. A period of spiritual winter where the warmth and light of divine presence seem distant or obscured. Yet, this perceived distance is but an illusion, a trick of perspective that holds its own profound teachings. The divine presence is not bound by physical proximity. It resides within us always, an eternal flame that guides us through these phases of introspection and growth. The lessons we learn during these times of apparent separation often prove to be the most transformative, pushing us to dig deeper, to question more profoundly, and to discover reservoirs of strength and wisdom we never knew we possessed. Just as Earth's orbit inevitably brings it back to perihelion, our spiritual journey cycles through these phases of closeness and distance, teaching us that every moment, every experience holds its own unique value and purpose. During periods of perceived distance, we are given the opportunity to delve deeper into understanding ourselves, uncovering hidden layers of our being, and realizing that the divine is omnipresent within us, even in moments of doubt or darkness. This cyclical journey is essential for our spiritual evolution. The times of closeness provide us with the energy, inspiration, and insights we need to fuel our growth, while the times of distance encourage self-reflection, independence, and the development of inner strength. Together, they create a balanced path that leads to a deeper, more resilient spiritual connection, one that can withstand the tests of time and the challenges of life. In embracing both perihelion and aphelion, we learn to appreciate the full spectrum of our spiritual experiences. We come to recognize that moments of perceived distance are not devoid of divine presence, but are in fact opportunities for profound personal growth and self-discovery. This understanding transforms our perception of spiritual ebb and flow, allowing us to navigate our paths with greater wisdom, grace, and trust in the process. Ultimately, the elliptical nature of our journey reminds us that the spiritual path is not a linear progression towards a fixed goal, but a harmonious dance of connection and introspection, of light and shadow, of knowing and unknowing. By honoring both the moments of closeness and the periods of distance, we cultivate a richer, more nuanced spiritual life, one that reflects the dynamic beauty and complexity of the cosmos itself. Practical applications: living the cosmic rhythm. Understanding the spiritual symbolism of perihelion and aphelion is not merely an intellectual exercise. It offers us practical guidance for navigating our spiritual journeys with greater awareness and intention. Here are some ways we can apply these cosmic insights to our daily lives. 1. Honoring the cycles. Recognize that your spiritual journey, like Earth's orbit, has natural cycles of closeness and distance. Instead of resisting these cycles, learn to work with them. During times of spiritual warmth and connection, absorb as much light and inspiration as you can. During periods of perceived distance, focus on introspection and personal growth. 2. Cultivating awareness. Pay attention to where you are in your own spiritual orbit. Are you experiencing a time of perihelion, feeling close to your source of inspiration? Or are you in a phase of aphelion, exploring the frontiers of your consciousness? Being aware of these cycles can help you navigate them more skillfully. 3. Balancing practices. Develop a spiritual practice that honors both perihelion and aphelion energies. This might involve alternating between practices that foster connection, like meditation, prayer, or devotional rituals, and those that encourage self-exploration and growth, like journaling, shadow work, or challenging physical or mental pursuits. 4. Embracing change. Remember that change is the only constant in the universe. Just as Earth's orbit ensures that we never stay in one place for long, your spiritual journey will constantly evolve. Embrace this change as an opportunity for growth and discovery. 5. Finding unity in diversity. As you explore different spiritual paths and perspectives, especially during aphelion phases, look for the underlying unity in diverse traditions. This can help you develop a more inclusive and expansive spiritual worldview. 6. Trusting the process. When you find yourself in a spiritual winter, trust that spring will come again. Use these times of perceived distance to develop faith, resilience, and self-reliance. 7. Cultivating inner light. Just as the earth must rely on its own warmth during aphelion, learn to cultivate and trust your own inner light and wisdom. Develop practices that help you connect with your inner guidance system. 8. Cosmic gratitude. Develop a sense of gratitude for both the times of closeness and the times of distance. Each offers its own gifts and lessons. By appreciating the entire cycle, you can find joy and growth in every phase of your journey. Ancient wisdom, perihelion and aphelion in spiritual traditions. The concept of cycles of closeness and distance in spiritual life is not unique to our modern understanding of Earth's orbit. Many spiritual and philosophical traditions throughout history have recognized and honored these rhythms in their own ways. In Hinduism, the concept of yugas describes great cycles of time, each with its own spiritual characteristics. The Satya Yuga, or Golden Age, could be likened to a cosmic perihelion, where humanity is closest to divine truth. In contrast, the Kali Yuga, our current age, might be seen as a kind of aphelion, where spiritual truths are more obscured and challenging to grasp. Sufi mystics speak of states of qurb, nearness to God, and bu'd, distance from God, recognizing that both are part of the spiritual journey. The great Sufi poet Rumi wrote extensively about the pain of separation from the divine and the joy of union, mirroring the cosmic dance of aphelion and perihelion. In Christian mysticism, St. John of the Cross wrote about the dark night of the soul, a period of spiritual crisis that could be likened to aphelion. Yet, he taught that this apparent distance from God was actually a time of deep spiritual growth and purification. Buddhist teachings on impermanence and cycles of rebirth also resonate with the concept of cosmic cycles. The understanding that all phenomena are in constant flux aligns with the ever-changing nature of Earth's orbit and our own spiritual journeys. These diverse traditions, each in their own way, echo the wisdom encoded in the celestial dance of perihelion and aphelion. They remind us that cycles of closeness and distance, of light and shadow, are universal experiences on the spiritual path. Conclusion: dancing with the cosmos. As we conclude our exploration of perihelion and aphelion, we are reminded of the profound interconnectedness of all things. The movements of celestial bodies, far from being distant and irrelevant to our lives, offer us a cosmic mirror in which to view our own spiritual journeys. In every spiritual tradition, in every human heart, there are cycles of closeness and distance, of light and shadow. Perihelion and aphelion remind us of these universal rhythms, urging us to honor both phases. We are called to embrace the times of closeness, cherishing the warmth and connection they bring, while equally embracing the times of distance, recognizing them as crucibles of growth and self-discovery. These celestial cycles are a reflection of the eternal dance between the human and the divine, a dance that is woven into the very fabric of the universe. As we attune ourselves to these cosmic rhythms, we find ourselves moving in harmony with the grand design of creation. May we walk this path with reverence, humility, and an open heart. May we honor the cycles of perihelion and aphelion in our own lives, finding balance and harmony in embracing both phases. And may we always remember that, whether in moments of profound closeness or apparent distance, we are always held in the loving embrace of the cosmos, eternally connected to the source of all being. As we continue our individual and collective journeys, let us carry with us the wisdom of the stars. Let us remember that each step, each experience, each moment of closeness or distance is a sacred part of our cosmic dance. In this understanding, we find not just peace and joy, but a profound sense of belonging to the vast, beautiful, ever-unfolding mystery of existence. May your journey be blessed, dear seekers. May you find your own rhythm in the cosmic dance, and may you always remember that you are, in every moment, exactly where you need to be in your own beautiful, elliptical orbit around the divine.